Okay, it's time to continue getting sweaty. Let's sort out the musical situation. That needs addressing. Goodbye. Get me ranked.
Get ready for the next battle.
Why not, actually? Let's run it.
I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at the
Get ready for the next battle.
Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs. Finally see what
Fucking, that's Cyrax. Holy shit. Let's put that shit somewhere else. I've got to be really careful of that. I do a lot of fake shit with this character, especially at the moment. Nice ball. Oh, 1+2. If I put him through the forward and dead, never mind, kill me anyway.
Round 2. Fight.
Fuck off. What the fuck is this character?
Fight.
Energy Rising 1, man. Fuck off. Where's my... Oh, it's so frustrating, man. Oh, I did 1-2 when I got fucking nothing. What if I did 3-2? Nice. Fuck. is that fucking parry? So annoying. Fucking characters made it sometimes.
Get ready for the next battle. Get ready for the next battle.
Okay. 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 Was that me? Was that him? Was that Tekken? In the moment, it doesn't look like it's me, and it doesn't look like it's Tekken, so... Sucks to be him, I guess. Get me back in there, coach. Okay. Shit. Stage through, stage through. Grabs two. Oh, plus two. Oh, I'll take a chance. That would work. I forgot what I was supposed to do. I don't know what that grab would have given, but that fucker dunked it. Engage her off. Should have just used beats. Just suck them all up. Sure. Oh. Shit. No, I don't take that one time. That needs to change. Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. Gauge up the star. That. Down the one, low powered. Very responsible a little bit. My balls again. There we go. Oh yeah. What? Where's my animation? Come here. No, I fucked it up. Oh no. Fuck, I didn't know what to do. I didn't expect to hit him. I was just going to take the bus range and go from there. Oh, it's just, that's a high. No, I'm going to take a fucking throw, man. Good duck. I'm dead. Wow, if it doesn't hit the wall, that's fine. I'm actually going to watch the replays for that second game after this set because I don't know what the... I don't see the text. I need to see them. Fuck. Again, like, I need to be there. I'm just not there. Just got no idea. I'm not seeing the throws coming for a start. And I don't even know what the techs are. There we go. Finally fucking won. Fuck! Right, let me watch the replay because I don't know fuck all about this character.
Get ready for the next battle. Round one. Fight.
Yeah, that Shining Wizard 1+2.
Round two. Fight.
So this was just a 1, that one's just a 1 or a 2. That one's a 1. So if I remember correctly, the hand nearest to the screen should be the furthest across for this throw. I think. I couldn't even tell there.
Round three. Fight.
That's 1+2. I take that one anyway. That's +5. -9. So we can do, it's like 2-1 or something. Forward 1. I don't even know what the fuck he pressed, but he did something, and then he goes into a stance to do something. Heat engage is -8. Are you kidding me? That heat engage is insane at -8. Are you mad?
Get ready for the next battle.
You just have to hope it's steppable then.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh my god, I keep fucking up the inputs every time I get a launch. It's not that unsafe. Damn. People do that shit, I'm mad weird, man. It's fucking ranked just play the set. Oh my god. Lost there, you gotta wait. Kidding me? Man, I was right both times. I just didn't rise quick enough. Okay, then. There's no punch. Who are you fucking grabbing? Who are you grabbing? I guess me. He's grabbing me. to avoid them. Fuck. Oh my god, I was fucking snuck out of there. Should have maybe just held what I was holding. Hold off. Just keep walking away. What the fuck is this guy doing? What is the tech for that? Been too eager to press, man.
Round 2. Fight.
祈りを捧げて新しい日を待つ鮮やかな明るいその
Fuck off. Punchy. Nice block. Cool. How many stars did you know? It was good. I appreciate it. I'm trying. I'm struggling now. I'm struggling. We keep going. We chase the improvements. Shit. Fuck off. He's on the short bus. I'm on the short struggle pain packer bus right now. To be honest, I'm also playing too much. I should stop playing this much. I'm not productive, but I've got the fighting game. I've got the fighting game bug again. But this is the most frustrating part about learning a new character when people are just fucking pressing and you can't stop them. Always remember, the struggle bus only has so much gas in it. Indeed he does, but in this fucking game seems to have a lot more than in every other game. Oh god. Oh goodness. That's not punishable. Nice. Oh my god, right. I need to use a different button there from now on. That's so annoying. So what's my button there then? I don't even know. Fuck off, man. Just getting hit by everything, man. Speaking of struggle bus, I'm in a black belt classes of karate doing kickboxing. I imagine that is a hard workout indeed. We're using the word workout, that's what we're talking about, a workout. Fuck all about this. Oh my god, they actually have a special interaction as well, I didn't even realise. I shouldn't play really because I'm in tilt phase. I've played enough. Nice. Shit. At that point, you just fucking rolling the dice. I don't know what button she's got. A literal hour and a half fighting later tonight. I'm wishing you luck. I'm wishing you luck. You're active anyway, though, aren't you? It's gonna be. I'm sure it'll be a good time, right? Difficult, but a good time. Wanted. Birthday was on Tuesday, so I'll get birthday sparring tonight. I imagine. I know not everywhere's the same, but most it's possible to find. But I feel like in combat spaces, you don't get the night off for your birthday, or your birthday being that week. It's worse. You work harder. That's the reward. Is yours the same, or is it going to be a bit easier for you? Fucking doing that wrong. If I'd done it right, she'd have been dead, man. There we go. No, the opposite. I get 30 plus 30-second consecutive matches. Not doing anything else. But anyway, anyways, that'd be pretty difficult, right? Yeah. She might be dead. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh me. we go. I think you're doing well with the exotic dancer. These two characters know each other? I've got no idea. Okay, I'll take that. I knew the fucking crap was coming. Oh my god, and she follows up after that blow, so it doesn't matter if you block it. That's annoying. Right. Yes. No! I had my heat engager there, but the fucking game shafted me. I have my heat engager there now. That. Plus. Blocked. Yes. Say that. Nice.
Get ready for the next battle.
That's when I appreciate it. You know what? That just makes me think of a. I don't know if you've seen the meme. I haven't watched the VTuber, but she's like playing League and she's like, "Nice a gamer, nice a gamer." Senatopu, what the fuck? She's like raging because her teammates suck. 0-0-1, 0-3-1. So we're making a stop for gas. We're gonna need that gas because my shit, I am ass at this game. I need that gas. I need that knowledge. Because that looks fucking cool. What do you got? Okay. Didn't mean to do that. I wanted to sidestep now. Should have punished that. Oh, playing this game sometimes when you don't know what the fucking other character does is so frustrating. When they don't rematch, so any chance you get to learn, you just fucking score it as well. Keep an eye on it. This guy moves around a lot. Yeah, he'd be making movements. Okay. Any connection. I've been decent. My fucking sleep schedule, I'm kind of getting it back there, but fucking hate it. It fucks my head up. And I can't not sleep when I get back. So then I sleep, and it just ruins me for the next like few days. It's so fucking annoying. And I've also been not very productive anyway, because this fucking character just came out and I've been a bit lazy, but overall, I'm Gucci. Yourself, have you been good? You been good since your birthday? That's a mid. Sure looked to me like she kept me in the fucking dick. Oh. I've been well, just doing the usual stuff, but now black belt classes. It's not about like, yeah, we're in the material. I got you. So it is alright. You wanna get on that level? You gotta jump in with the sharks as well. Gotta be amongst them. Fuck. I backdash there, but I get it. Oh my god. Why have I just done that? Fuck's sake. Let's go back, birthday demo. What's Gucci? Welcome back. Welcome back. Why the fuck did I just do that? Been one and done. Is that the... Yep. Yep.
Get ready for the next battle.
Damn, what Miary Zo sit on my shoulder? Like, god dang. Are you streaming earlier? Because of this character. Because of this character. It's just how I segment, although I've been lazy today, so I haven't done fuck all, so I can play this game and fucking chat and build up my older brother. But I have to get my sister sometimes from school, basically at 3:30. I need to leave at 3:30. Say from school, I need to get her from my bus. Not from the school. But, oh shit. Ba-bonk! Oh! Sometimes I play earlier in the day and I don't play later. Oh, I actually got that. Oh shit! Bonk, bonk. You get the heat off it? No, just this spoiler after this splat, okay. Low? Yep. Bonk, 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 bonk. Punish you until... Never mind. Too busy thinking about what I was going to do and didn't think it's all what he did. No go for me. It's not that punishable. Oh shit, I was thinking we were going to do the full low again. I'm dead. I'm actually. How bad if I butcher your name, Gigas? Was that you were the low? Yeah. Nah, that's cool, man. You kick my ass. Oh shit! Yeah, you kicked my ass. That's cool, man. Hope you're doing well. Life's treating you well. Yeah, for me, I don't really mind the one and dones insofar as like, I know some people don't like it. It's like, bro, you got to run the rest of the set. For me, it's just because I want to win. I don't understand a lot of these characters, so the full set is usually quite helpful to see what they do. Bonk. Yeah. So you can't help his Pete. I can't help it, mate. I'm just in cut. Bonk. Bonk. No, I did it wrong. Should have been long fall. No! Oh shit, that's close. That's two. He needs to change up his throws. He'll get me, probably. He does. He just keeps doing the same throw. Who's thinking about Liverpool? What about Liverpool? The place? I've never been. The football club? Alright. I'm scared of playing against Tekken King players, dude. I get matched with God Spring players frequently. Blue ranks are weird. Yeah, blue ranks are a weird mix because, I mean, the Tekken ranks in general, because this game more so than any other fighting game I've played, because there's so many characters and so many moves. We were kind of talking about this in the the first stream I did earlier in the day. It's not necessarily loads about skill at this level, it's knowledge. So you might like play one guy who you absolutely smoke, but it isn't necessarily because you're that much better than him, it's because he knows nothing about your character. And then vice versa, right? You could play someone else that, if you were on a level playing field, you might smoke that guy. Because you're not familiar with their character, you just don't know what to do. I feel like that's what these ranks are full of. Players who know a bit about some characters, as well as how to play their own, but nothing about others. And so it balances out. Like if I played every game against kind of King, to be honest. King, aside from Kings who actually use the chain throw, because I don't know how to tech chain throws. Kings who don't use chain throws, Jeans, Kazuya's. There you go, we changed throw. I need to rise and fall there. But yeah, basically characters that I know how to deal with, I'd be a higher rank, but then that wouldn't be an accurate representation of my overall skill level, would it? It would only be a representation of how good I am against those characters. Oh shit. That was the start of a chain thing, and he just fucked it up himself. I didn't Tekken him. Which Football Club do you support? Are you an Arsenal fan? I am not. I'm a fan. Pretty much gives away where I am, but I don't care. I support the mighty, mighty Potters, Stoke City, the greatest fucking team on the planet Earth. Oh god, I'm getting engaged. The mighty, mighty fucking Potters. Get off me. String, but it's fine. I didn't kill him. Yeah, Boomerang's basically just noise checking and cheesing. If I just slap the character strings, if I could do much better, 100%. It's like I say, like from all the fighting games I've played, there's no fighting game I've played that's had this many characters with this many moves. But you can't really kind of just get away with not like fully labbing everybody. And obviously you don't have to fully lab everybody in this game. The effort that you would have to lab for this game, just to get sort of like the essentials down for every character, like the most common strings, is way more than every other game. I know I can duck the second hit as well, I'm pretty sure. Keep doing that. If I do that, I can a big rising 2 launcher. I didn't fucking want that! Kill himself anyway. Yeah, Stoke City, the mighty fucking Stoke City. The wonderful football. The great football club. Although I think we've lost our last 2, which is not phenomenal. But aside from that, we're actually having a pretty fucking cracking season, considering how shit we were last year. Fucking hell. didn't think that was going to happen like that. Fuck. You're kicking nobody's ass, bitch. Get the fuck out of here! Boom. This is the best footy player, what, of all time? Because I have a personal pick. Even though he's... Well... In my personal opinion, Ronaldinho is the best player to ever kick a ball. But it's hard to argue against Messi because of all the Messi won. If you're doing the eye test, which is very important, Ronaldinho was once in an existence. There'll never be another player like Ronaldinho. The game's changed. The fuck is the eye test? When you actually look at what a player does as opposed to just looking at the stats. There's lots of players who've had careers where they've won lots of trophies, but they weren't necessarily standout players. How's the game changed? It's gone with basically like everything else in the world. Shorter attention spans, quicker results, less patience, and therefore less space to express yourself as a player. And everybody's better athletes now, so you can't afford to be a luxury player like a Ronaldinho could be, where they don't necessarily have to run as much and defend as much because they're that good, they'll win you the game. And everybody else will make up for it. Whereas now, everybody is so athletic. You can't, unless you are literally Messi or Ronaldo, you can't be a luxury player. You ain't that good. There'll never be enough. There's no space for Ronaldinho at the top level anymore. Speaking of better athletes, did you know that a high school track runner today would win the Olympic gold in the 80s? What made him so good? Boom, boom, boom. Just like all things, isn't it? It's the development of all the things around it, like, you know, dietary programs and all that kind of stuff, right? And efficiency for training, and then obviously just genetics obviously play a big part in it too. What made him so good? He could quite literally do anything on a football pitch. He wasn't necessarily the fastest player, but he wasn't slow either. But it's his ability to take people on, go around them, but he was also strong. He had like a relatively, well, I say he had a thick build as if he was just a blessed genetic human. I guess he was to a certain extent because he was an athlete. Right? And to a degree, you're going to have good genetics for that. But he was partying and taking the piss his whole career. And you'd never see him playing football without smiling. He was always smiling. Even in the highest pressure, biggest games, he was always smiling, but he would just pull out the most ridiculous shit against the best players in the world. Some of the best defenders of all time. From England, Italy, Spain, Germany, doesn't fucking matter. Brazil. Whenever he's playing against anyone, he would just make them look stupid. You got that swagger on him. He was, in terms of like entertainment as well, because that definitely plays a factor into it. The most entertaining footballer that I've ever seen, and ever will see. I'll never see another football that's more exciting to watch than Mourinho. Never got to see him live, of course. But... He was incredible. And the beautiful thing about him really is, I don't think he would have been a better player today. With the way social media is these days, like he'd have probably got. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a cunt in real life. I don't know, but he partied hard. He's probably got some scandal under his. I feel like loads of prominent sportsmen from the 80s and 90s and early 2000s have probably done shit that if the social media age was around, they'd be gone. They'd be fucking out the door. But he's one of the few players that just would not have benefited from the environment of the modern day game and modern day dietary shit, because he wouldn't do it. That's the thing. Like, obviously if he actually did take it seriously, his body would benefit, but you wouldn't have the same person. You wouldn't have the same man. The only way he was ever going to be Ronaldinho is if he could just be Ronaldinho. And party and turn up whenever he wants and whatever. If you lose that, you lose the player here. It's like Kuhn Raikkonen had a race on Saturday, flew back to Finland to party, had to be carried out the bars because he was wasted out of his mouth, went back on Sunday to finish it off the race. Yeah, but every week. Yes, but every week pretty much. I don't think, maybe in the early years of his career, but I don't think Ronaldinho had one season where he was fully sober. And I don't mean sober as in like, you know, he had no alcohol at all. I mean like, you can kind of get away with people just drinking, but not heavily. But I'm talking like... I think he was on drugs as well. I can't remember if that's right. I definitely know he was heavy drinking and partying. Just didn't give a fuck. But the thing is, he would do the business when he was on the pitch, so no one really cared. And then even just then, back then, it's less accessible. People don't really get pictures of you like in a nightclub like they do these days, and then everybody's outraged. It's like a, what's the phrase? It's like the worst kept secret, where like everybody knows it's happening, but no one really talks about it because he puts people, he takes people away from the story because they don't actually see it, but they know it's happening. But because he plays so well, no one cares. Whereas these days, it can still happen to a degree, but the media obviously plays a heavy role in your image. Zero Boy, I was just so black. One reason why people watch any sport is because they connect with the players and their stories. Starfish is the best chess player of all time, it's an AI for still watch humans play. But it is, isn't it, with sport? It's pretty much why I support Stoke. I mean, when I first started playing football, well, not first, because I played it when I was really young, but I can't even really remember it. All I know is a story that my mother tells me, which is basically I got mud in my eye, cried my eyes out, and quit. I don't know how young I was, I don't remember this, but that's what I did. And then when I was about year 7, so I can't even remember what age that is, but when my first year of high school I started playing again. The one thing I do remember is, I don't remember the fixture, but I just always remember one time my dad being in the front room and calling me down to watch Barcelona play him when Ronaldinho was playing for him. And I just remember watching him play that day and I was fucking mesmerised. I was like, what the fuck is this voodoo? Honestly, I've got no idea how long I wasn't playing for. I can't really remember, because I can't even remember quitting. So I don't really know, like, how long I wasn't playing for. I don't know how young I was when I stopped. We know libraries are based on some kind of coke pills, alcohol, and Ozempic. Reasonable crash out. Fuck. Jesus. Yeah, Ronaldinho was crazy. And he'd be good today, but he wouldn't, I don't think he'd be as good as he was. Well, it depends on the league he plays in. If he played in our league, in the Premier League, no way. He would have to get right to play in the Premier League, and he wouldn't do that. You'd have to play him like every 2 weeks. Just let him fucking... And get the partying out of his system. Will you be partying if you got the writing checks? No, I'd be writing the one to be honest. I'm not a party person. It's just not my scene. I think Messi will be good today. Messi's still good now. In fact, I would go as far to say is both Messi and Ronaldo are still probably like in the top 10 best players in the world today. The only reason they're not playing in the major leagues anymore is they can't be arsed. We've proved everything we need to prove. they're just done. They don't want to play anymore. This is well, they don't want to put themselves through as harsh a pre-season as they've been doing their entire career. So they're going somewhere that's an overall lower level, so they don't have to prepare as hard. But they are still 1000% two of the best players in the world today. There are a handful of other players who can even be mentioned in the same breath as them playing right now. Oh shit. Because in like, if you look at the numbers, Messi and Ronaldo are outmatching everyone else. What do you mean as in like they're ahead? Because if you look at their like goals scored and shit, it's a joke. It's a joke, really. If you look at their goals and their assists and what they've won, it's very hard to argue any other player over those two, really. But at the same time, it's hard because the eye test is a very important factor, and I've not seen like Zidane play, for example, but Zidane was fucking incredible. Shit. Fuck's sake!
Get ready for the next
You can see how 7 is that foreign money right now. I mean, he's in the Saudi kingdom. He's absolutely addicted to that foreign money. I mean, I get that's why him and Messi have gone where they've gone. It's a better commercial opportunity. Well, Messi didn't want to leave Barcelona in the first place. He shouldn't actually be away from Barcelona, but he had to leave because the club was in financial shithole straits. Because they're all corrupt over there. They just fucking, I guess, put their hand too deep in the pot and couldn't get out of it. So they had to sell him. Well, they had to get rid of him because they couldn't afford his wages, basically. He never wanted to leave. That's what I meant. It's that those two have like 5 times more goals than the other good players. I don't know if it's. I know you've been like slightly hyperbolic, but like for the vast majority of players, it probably is fucking 5 times. Like it is a lot more than other players, but there are some other players that've got a shitload of goals as well. And they have never both. Well, Ronaldo has, I should say, but Messi's never played in the Premier League, which is a big question mark over his career. He's done well against English clubs in the Champions League. And he's done well-ish internationally, but I know he's won a World Cup, but his performances internationally often can be questioned. Same with Ronaldo, to be honest. Both of them are usually not that great during the tournaments, unless it's like major games. Make or break games, they usually perform. Whereas for the rest of the tournament, they're usually quite poor. But Ronaldo's playing the Premier League, which is just the hardest league in the world. It just is. There's no doubt Messi would be good in the Premier League. But if you play in the Premier League, would it make it a bit clearer who's better, Messi or Ronaldo, is the real question. It's impossible to say. It's different doing better against English teams in the Champions League and playing week in, week out in the Premier League. It's completely different. There are other really good players who've been around the last like 5 or so years, and then even more recently, I guess. But they're different players to what Messi and Ronaldo were. And the game's changing again. Well, the game has changed since they were good, or since they were at the top. It's always changing. It's always changing, really, in small ways and in big ways. But the best players of today, aside from maybe like Mbappe, and even that's a bit of a stretch, aren't like Messi and Ronaldo. Messi more so Ronaldo, but both of them could do basically everything. Whereas nowadays, players are a bit more refined in the sense that they're usually like really good at one thing or a few things, and often it's not picking the ball up in the middle of nowhere, beating 3 players and scoring a goal. That's like mostly random. You think about that one guy who climbed CR7 money, it's in the 15 million down and like 40. I don't know about it. I don't know who the guy is. I have to know who it is. Do it. Fuck's sake. Yeah, we can ask. I guess you're saying you can't ask Ronaldo for Ronaldo. It depends on the player. Again, the game's changed. Wages have gone up. Wages were astronomical when they were good. They've gone up even more. Insane, really, but it depends on the player. I read that one. When you think about athletes getting paid $1 bazillion, I mean, it's one of those problems that's just not, it's not their fault. It's got nothing to do with the athlete and everything to do with the consumer and the one paying the athlete. The athletes are the last people who should be complaining about. It's everybody else involved in the relationship. Because the athlete doesn't dictate the wage. The market dictates the wage. And the athletes vie for the best that they can get in that market. But the market's set by people who've got the money. And ultimately, just like all things in life, the reason why the markets exist is because there is a populace of owner, of person, who will capitulate to, oh, I want this footballer because I want to be the best team in the world. So I'm going to pay him, I'm going to give him money that no one else can afford. And that's where it comes from. Someone out there, just by nature of statistics, because there's that many of us, someone out there, obviously it's not counting the whole population of the earth, you know what I mean? Like, there's enough people in football who've got money that one of those people is going to be, I'm going to get this player by any means necessary. And then because they push the boat further out, other people can sort of find where they sit, not right there, but somewhere not too far behind a player of like an Irish quality or whatever. I'm very fortunate. Yeah, billionaires buy football teams because they can write off in taxes. Seriously, that's real. Teams are depreciating asset. Shit. Because you write the millions off in taxes. Oh, yeah. So the cost of bad player is actually nothing. Business, man. We're doing business. It doesn't surprise me. I mean, in general, it's one of those industries where, like, if you can find success, it's a never-ending fucking well of oil, I guess. Particularly if it's a large club with, like, a large city attached to it. Obviously, it helps for, like, worldwide fans as well, but you're going to struggle to get that with a team in a small city. Whereas if you've got something like Manchester United, they've been shit for the last 10 years. Diabolical for the last 10 years, and they're still debatably the biggest club in football. Going by revenue sales and that shit. Merch sales and stuff. They generate more money than any other club. It might be like Real Madrid. Real Madrid might be the number one. But there's like maybe two. Man United is probably number 2, number 3. It might even be a bit lower than that. But that's just a testament to how popular they are, because they've been literal shit. They've been nowhere near winning the league for the last 10 years. But they're still one of the most popular teams in the world. Think about it, if you had to pay 10 million taxes, you could buy a fair player for 10 million and then not pay the taxes. Why wouldn't you buy the best players? Did this man just win the Europe or World Cup? Well, I can't remember. I can't remember who won the last one. I swear England were in the final for the last World Cup. It was the Euros. I can't even remember. I watched it live as well. As in, I watched it in the pub with my dad. I remember. But did I? I can't remember, to tell you the truth. I just know England went late into it, because I know that we watched a lot of games at pubs before that tournament, but I can't remember where they actually finished. I guess the risk of not buying the risk of buying the best players, if you fail and you go bust, you might lose not all your money, but all your money you're willing to invest in the team. This guy's just fucking doing it. It's my fault, but the fucking grabs, man. The grabs are murdering me. The thing with the fact you can write motherfuckers off in tax, I mean, I don't know, it's like anything, isn't it? If it's a fucking business expense, which it is, it just is, isn't it? You don't get it, literally doesn't matter how much money the teams lose, it's pretty much you lose anyway. I don't know how it all works, but no, there's like rules in place where you can't lose so much money, you get booted out as an owner, and it's actually happening right now with a club called Sheffield Wednesday, where basically their owner's being forced to sell. I can't remember what his percentage is. He's lost too much money, he's not putting enough money into the team, but he doesn't want to sell it for the price he's not happy for. But he's also he's going through a process now where he's probably going to get done and barred for being an owner for like the next 3 or 4 years. A period of time. I guess it's going to depend on how badly this sale goes. But in terms of his money, like, no, but he's not going to have enough money to run the club anymore, basically, in the way that he wants to run the club. Like, if he loses a shitload of money, if he loses a shitload of money, he's got to make that money back eventually. Imagine you made a cool 10 bill and now you owe a billion tax, so you're losing 600 M's and then 600 M's now tax for that. I don't know if it works exactly like that. Well, in terms of like writing it off as tax, yeah, but the rules, there's like profit and sustainability rules where basically it is important how much money you lose insofar as keeping hold of the club. If you're just talking about losing money in general, I mean, I don't think they're bothered anyway. They're all fucking billionaires, anyway. But when it comes to the rules, you ain't allowed to do it. Like, if you lose, I think it's something like your net gross. I don't know how it is for championship clubs. In the Premier League, I think you have to make over a period of 3 years. I think you have to have a net gross of like 300 million. If you're lower than, you have to basically make 100 million every year. If you're lower than that, you lose points and you can get sanctioned as an owner, which pretty much will lead to you leaving instantly. Not due to the sanction, but due to the money you're going to lose because your club is getting points deducted and, oh shit, i.e. Sheffield Wednesday, who are like on minus fucking 7, I don't even know, they're on minus points because they've had points deducted twice this season for breaching those rules. Which is retarded, really. You should punish them. I don't know. I don't know exactly how you should punish them because I guess points is a punishment to the club, but I don't know. You are literally dooming the club. It's probably going to go into administration. It literally might go bust and fucking cease to exist. It's that bad. Winning payout in football, it depends on what you win. But yes, basically. But that's not for every club though. It's for only the clubs that win shit, so that's the minority, I would say. Yeah, in terms of losing money, I mean, I'm sure there's like loads of other legal framework around that shit as well or whatever, and fucking, whether it doesn't matter, that's a different conversation. But in football, you can't. I don't know how it is in the Championship. It's probably less money to get. In the Premier League, I'm pretty sure it's basically over a course of 3 years you need to be making $300 million. That includes everything. That includes like revenue gross by the club, and then how much you spend on players and everything. How much you spend on everything, how much you make. It's about 300 M's you need to make if you win the Premier League. I don't know. I don't think it does. And even then, there's other ways you can break the rules as well, like the team most notable for winning the Premier League the last 4 or 5 years, Man City. They've been in like a legal case that's been going on for like 2 fucking years, probably even longer, about supposedly breaking 150, violating the rules in like with 115 different fucking counts of something, of whatever rule breaking, blah, 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 basically. But obviously, what's probably going to end up happening is they're probably going to get punished for absolutely nothing. And that's why it's taken this long, because the Premier League, who are bringing the case against them, have evidence, but they don't have enough evidence to prove it beyond reasonable doubt. They have a case, but they just don't have a case they can prove. That's probably what it is. I also don't know how that meshes with the rules. I don't know if prize earnings count. They probably do, but I don't know if they actually do. But it's not 300. I don't think it's 200 million. As I might say, like one of the big ones. They are now, which are like 10, 13 years ago. They're one of the older clubs. Been around for a long time. But basically, they were like one of the first clubs to get founded by some, I think the Saudis, some Saudi ownership. And ever since then, they've pretty much just bought all the best players, or at least a lot of them. I mean, they're still obviously a really good team, but they just had the benefit of riches for certain. But the way the rules are set up, at least the rules have been changing as the years have gone on. So they still buy a lot of good players, but they sell a lot of their players as well. So they balance it out. They need to change it though. It's retarded like that. You should just let the teams who've got the money spend the money. That's just the way it should be. There's a team in the Premier League right now called Newcastle United. Supposedly they've got the richest owners in the world, and they can't spend. The last 2 seasons they've not been able to spend the money they want to spend because I think they either breached profit and sustainability rules or they were too close to doing it, so they've had to spend like 2 years not really buying players and trying to sell players because they were too close to being like a bad situation for breaking the rules. Man United are playing right now, actually, and they're winning 1-0. I mean, it just requires an infinite money glitch. I mean, if you've got the money, it definitely helps. But yeah, I was just looking at the table my team are in the Championship. Sheffield Wednesday are on -10 points because basically they've been breaking the financial rules. By being so bad, or being ran so bad by their owner, that they've lost so much money and not made enough to offset those losses. So they've been penalised. I'm just waiting for him to get out the fucking door, really. He just doesn't want to sell it for too cheap, though. He doesn't want to sell the club for less than what he thinks he's worth. But they're basically guaranteed relegated already because of those deductions. They could win every game from now to the end of the season, they probably still would be relegated. What do you think it's worth? I've got no idea. I don't know the estimated worth of the clubs. I know some of the Premier League clubs go in the billions. Also, do the points matter? Is that how you win? After this, I'll bring up the table that my team did. The league that my team did, I'll show you the table. I'll show you. But yeah, they do. In the league the Premier League is just the Premier League. It's the top league. So if you win that, you win the league. And you qualify automatically for the Champions League. And last notable, you get put in this competition called the Community Shield or the Charity Shield, which no one really gives a shit about. Where the winner of the Premier League plays like the winner of the FA Cup, which is a different domestic competition. We have over in England. I would rematch, but we're talking about the football, right? So this is the league we're in. We're 4th right now, right? In the Championship, which is the one tier below the Premier League, the best league, the top 2 go up automatically. 3rd through 6th go into what's called the playoffs, where basically I can't remember if 3rd and 4th play and 5th and 6th play, or if they randomise it, or if it's 3rd and 5th and 4th and 6th. I can't remember. But in some capacity, these 2 teams play knockout fixtures over 2 legs, which means 2 games. And the score is counted over those 2 games. So if in the playoffs we played Millwall, I think you play them both home and away, and then you play one at Wembley, the final. So you play one 2-legged game, home and away, and the winner of that tie over the course of 2 games, on aggregate as it's called, goes to the final. And then in the final, you play one game. You play a cup final, basically. You play a final game. The winner of that would be the third place team in the league, and they would go up. So in the championship, let's just say, I don't know what teams are, not in the championship because there's more games in the Premier League. Let's just say for argument's sake, you'd probably be more points than this. Coventry ended on 80 points, Middlesbrough ended on 78, and Millwall ended on 74. We could finish on 68, so it'd be 6 points worse than them, but still be promoted over them if we win the playoffs. So really, up to this point, you want to be second, obviously first, but you want to be second because you don't automatically promote you. Whereas this team could be like, these three teams could be like 5 or 6, 7 points ahead of the team in 6th, but they're still in the playoffs, so they could still win the playoffs and go up. Then the bottom three here, as you can see, Sheffield Wednesday, who are in, they're fucked. You can see them down here. 12-point deduction was applied when the club entered administration, Sheffield Wednesday. 6-point deduction for breaches of payment obligations, Sheffield Wednesday. Both are, they are fucked. They're shit anyway, because look, we played 18 games already. Fucking hell. I was just looking at that, I was like, what the fuck? In 18 games, they've won 1, drawn 5, and lost 12. They're shit. We've beat these this season. We beat them 3-0. These are like shit. So they were gone anyway, but they've just been fucking nailed in the coffin. It's over. They're going down. No chance. And then they go down to League One. But if we go up, we go up to the Premier League. Which we were in for a while until we went down like 6 or 7 years ago. This is by far the closest we've got in that time as well. We nearly went down last year. Last year it was down to the last day of the season, where we played against Derby. Can't remember if it was home or away. I think it might have been at home. And both of us basically were in a relegation battle. And if either of us lost, we were going down, dependent on other teams' results. We could have also gone down if we drew, but other teams had results that favoured us, so we drew. Can't remember if it was 0-0 or 2-2. It was just a shit game, basically. I remember. And you could tell that both teams they must have had it communicated to them that they could stay up if they drew, and they just kind of give up. So we both stayed up in the end. You see, Premier League is the hardest league, so it's the Championship League then. I don't know how you compare the Championship, to all the other leagues in the world, because it is not a tough league because of its quality. It's actually quite kind of the opposite. You usually only have one team, or maybe 2 teams, because remember, the Premier League has relegation. So usually, and what happens when a team gets relegated from the Premier League is they get these things called parachute payments. I think it's like basically 3 payments of 30 odd mil, up to 100 mil, to stop the teams from basically free falling and possibly going into administration. So you've got teams in the Championship that probably have like shoestring budgets of like 10 million at best to spend on players, and then you've got teams that come down, like Newcastle right now. It was before they had these owners, to be fair, but Newcastle have been in the Championship this last decade, one of the biggest clubs in the world, and they were still one of the biggest clubs in the world when they went down. It's just like that by like revenue, but they just couldn't spend it, and they had an owner called Mike Ashley. I think he's like the fucking owner of Sports Direct or some shit like that, like a major shareholder in Sports Direct, and he wasn't spending money because he didn't want to. He wanted to sell the club, but he couldn't sell the club at a price he was happy with, so he wasn't spending any money. But the Championship is difficult because it's a lot more physical. The Premier League is incredibly physical as well, but it's matched with technicality. The Championship is not like that. We are a great example, right? Although we've been actually pretty decent this season and we play some alright stuff, we are not a quality side. If you put our team in the Premier League this season, we're going down. Unequivocally, I can tell you we're going down. Coventry might survive. I'll show you another thing, actually. Just to illustrate it better. So, can I see the Premier League? This team, Burnley, they went up last season. I think they won the Championship last season. And they conceded, like, me see if I can look it up. What was it last year? 23, 24? 24, 25. So they didn't. Leeds won it, but I want something that shows me some stats. Basically, they conceded like the least. There you go. Over 46 games, they only conceded 16 goals. And both fucking Leeds and Burnley hit 100 points, which is like mental. But both teams, well, the best team in the league conceded 30 goals. I guess you could say best team. They got a better goal difference because they scored more goals, right? But actually, these two are great examples. And this is a good example of the playoffs as well. So Sheffield United, look at them. They're 14 points ahead of the next best team in the league. They're fucking, that season they were way better than Sunderland. But because of the way the championship works with the playoffs, they went out in the playoffs. I think Bristol knocked them out. Sunderland won the playoffs. Sunderland are in the Prem now. And Sunderland are actually doing really well this season. But the point is, they are miles behind Sheffield United. But Sheffield United didn't get promoted because they didn't win the playoffs. But yeah, these two teams, in the championship, Leeds scored 95 goals and Burnley conceded only 16. But if you look at the Premier League this season, Leeds are here. In 14 games, they've scored 16 goals. Which I guess is kind of alright. It's the Premier League at the end of the day. But they conceded 26 in 14 games. I mean, so last season they only conceded. No, last season. Yeah, last season they only conceded 30 goals. Period. Right. This season, in 14 games, they've already conceded 16. So they'll go way over that. Oh no, sorry, I'm wrong. I'm leaving wrong. They conceded 26 already. So they'll easily concede over 30 goals this season. Burnley, where the fuck they are. Burnley conceded 16 all season in the Championship last season. They've already conceded 28. Completely different league. Way more difficult in this league. But Sunderland are actually kicking arse. Sunderland are doing sick. The hard part is gets the Championship League and then it's easy cruising. Because the Champions League is its own thing, right? So in England, there's like a really weird system that, aside from the regular system, basically, let's do the regular system first. The regular system for getting in the Champions League is winning, either winning the Premier League or finishing in the top four. There's three, there used to be two, but now there's three different European competitions in order of quality, basically. You have the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Europa Conference League. From, I think fifth get the Europa League, and then from there, I can't remember, but they get Europa and Europa Conference League lower down. But if there's like weird caveats where like, if you win the FA Cup, I don't know how it works. If you win the FA Cup, which is a different cup competition in England, you can also get European football. But I can't fucking remember exactly how it works. I can't remember if you get Europa League or Champions League. It's weird. But across all the nations in Europe that actually are allowed to compete in the Champions League, there's like a point system based on, I think it's who wins the Champions League in each season and how well teams perform in the Champions League, where basically you can have 5 teams, all the best performing nations have the opportunity to have more slots in the Champions League. So I think this season, we have 5 teams in the Champions League this season. I think it's Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham, I think. could be wrong. That's why we do them. Right, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham. Yeah, we have 5 teams. But that I can't remember exactly why that's happened. I think it's just to do with the. Oh no, right. So there's another thing. So I said there was 3 different tiers of competition, right? Aside from obviously the Champions League, which is the top one, it works like the leagues in England, where if you win the competition, you ascend to the next one. So Tottenham last year were in the Europa League, but they won the Europa League in the final against Man United, so they gained automatic qualification for the Champions League, which allows us to have 5 teams. It's good people, by the way. See you on the Twitch chat. Are you doing well, homie size? Yeah, the Champions League, it's changed a lot over the years. This is a relatively new league system that they have, but in the Champions League it wasn't like that before. But yeah, the Champions League is where the top 4 teams, obviously including the team that wins the league, of the nations in Europe that are allowed to compete in it. Pardon me. What's his face? That compete in that competition. And that one's a bit different, so the Champions League has a league table there, but that's only for like a certain amount of time. After a certain amount of time has passed, teams that have placed high in that table will progress to the next stage of the competition, where it's all knockout games. So I think from that table, 32 teams will get in, and they'll be seeded out those 32 teams, and those 32 teams will all play knockout games against each other to decide who wins the Champions League, basically. So similarly to, I guess, the playoffs, you could finish 32nd and qualify for the Champions League, but just win every single tie and win the Champions League. And win the Champions League. The character I know in this game is Kazuya. He's a pretty cool guy. Oh shit. He's a pretty angry guy at the time, but you know. Oh god, go. Who's the best footy team then? It's hard to say because I don't watch every league. I don't really watch that often. I only really watch Stoke, to be fair. But Arsenal are pretty incredible right now. If you're talking about overall, it's probably Real Madrid. They're probably the most illustrious club. But the best team in the world this season at the moment is probably Arsenal. Arsenal are on some ridiculous run right now where they haven't lost in like 18 games. And in the course of that 18 games, they conceded like 5 goals, 6 goals. It's pretty insane. Of course, they're doing that in the Premier League and Champions League. That's including Premier League and Champions League games. They haven't lost a football match since like early September, I think it is. I only know Smash Brothers. I think you want to try King of Fighters or maybe Skullgirls. It looks fun. Yeah, I've seen both games before. I've never played both of them. King of Fighters I've never had a massive interest in, but Skullgirls I guess I got my King of Fighters. It's not the same game. King of Fighters style fits with Fatal Fury. City of the Wolf, I actually think is a banging game. Well, the best footy team's fucking Stoke, innit, obviously. It's the mighty fucking Potters. First and foremost. Who's the footy player you said spent half his money on winning drugs and the other half he wasted? In terms of his wasting his money, I don't really know. Like, I just know he's a fucking mad party. And Ronaldinho, like, fully know. So when you play, what team are you on and what rank? I mean, I was definitely nowhere near that good. But at grassroots level, it works a lot differently, the way teams work. Unless you're getting like to the real high level, of course, like when you actually get proper content. But before that, you're paying to play for these teams. I play for a lot of teams. I'm counting them, yeah. Now I play for at least 5 teams. Not including college and school. I mean, that's a good one. Joke on that line was that women and drugs are usually some people, I guess so. You pay to play at the lower level, yeah, because I mean it's just like any other institution. Somebody's got to run the club. Somebody's got to run the operation of the club. Somebody's got to pay for all the equipment, for the training equipment. If there's any transport the team provides, somebody's got to pay for that. Kits, somebody's got to pay for that. There's like games people can to watch. Yeah, people watch every week. Matches happen every week. I still might go back now because my work schedule's changed. I can play on. I have Sundays off now. So someone else gets the ticket money from the games you pay money to play. Well, yeah, like the venue that's hosting the match or whatever, right? It's like anything, really. You're actually worse than Slave because these guys didn't have to pay for it. Oh no, they did. I mean, they did though, because you don't just like have the match. It's not just like you just go up to some random bloke. You just got to field and be like, yo, can we have a match on your pitch, man? It's like although a lot of them are pretty much just fucking fields, to be honest. A lot of the venues are run that clearly, but fucking. It's like gig venues and shit. So it's all like the same concept. Though. Like you're basically paying for people who are paying for the lease for that place, paying for the rights to use that space, to use the space how you want to use the space. And then some teams are like the lower level. Some clubs, well, many clubs really, every club really, especially club that have any money, have their main team, which might be in like a semi-pro league or even the pro league, And then they have like B, C teams, like feeder teams where they try and find talent. Gig venues are a business expense that make the artist money. True, but I mean, if you're a small artist, you're going to be making peas on it. Making nothing. But even still, I don't really mind if I really care about money. But obviously, as you get higher up the ladder, that's where you can get like, contracts and actually make it yourself. That was never like Oosh. It'd be an accurate comparison if you have to pay to play, but you gotta take them in from the games, yeah, I get you. I get you. Fuck! Pyramid scheme. I mean, the money's got to come from somewhere, though, isn't it? You can't just like pull the club out the ground and then it's operating and it fucking travels here, there, and everywhere. But it's time it's this like not a lot of money you have to pay. I can't remember exactly how much it was. It's not crazy amount of money, but I wasn't paying for it back then. It was my dad or my mum back then. But it's not ridiculous. It's just enough to keep the thing going. And obviously, it depends on how big the operation is, but if you get to a certain size, you're not going to be paying anything because it's going to be a professional thing, and they'll be paying you. Or a semi-professional thing, well, they'll still be paying you. So what part of the league do you go pro? The leagues don't necessarily have anything to do with going pro at that low of a level. It's about people finding you from those teams that are in the semi-professional leagues or in the professional leagues. Semi-professional leagues can be go pro by winning. I don't know exactly how it works, but there's a shitload of semi-professional leagues. If you get to the top semi-professional league, that's one league below the first professional league, which is League 2. If you win that, you go to League 2 and you will be classed as a professional team from that point. Well, the level I was playing at, you're not even that close. Also, if you get football checks, please pay me too. I'm not going to commit myself that hard to it to fucking even ever try to be a pro. It'll be purely out of enjoyment this time, although I'll still be a competitive fucking prick, really, because that's just what I'm like. If they become professional, do they have to pay you? I don't think they do. I don't think there's any rule that says you have to pay the players. It's just the mutually understood dynamic of the business, anyway. Somebody at some point had to have decided to pay the players for the service because they said they should. I mean, I don't know. I guess the better way of saying it is when you become professional or semi-professional, that's when you can start negotiating contracts. Depending on who you are and how good you are. But most semi-pro players already like are working another job as they play. What's your number? I don't know. I've never really thought about it. I wouldn't care. I just want to play. That was my number in the jersey. I never had like a specific number. I never cared about my number really. Because you can't pick one. I mean, some people do. Some teams do. If you play in the starting lineup, like I've played in the starting lineup before, where I'll have like a 7 or an 11. But I've never cared. I've also played in the starting lineup where I've had like a fucking 90, so I just don't care. But you just got to take one. No, the numbers, I don't know all of them, but they do correlate to the position. So like 7 is usually a winger, 9 is a striker, 6 is like a midfielder. Goalkeepers are usually 1s or 99s. I don't know all of them, but I know that there are numbers that correlate with positions. I mean, I guess I never cared about my number because I don't know them all. There was like a thing where cool players got split to be unique. That definitely happened and happens. But no, they do have some correlation. Well, they do have a direct correlation to positions. But no, you definitely get some players who ignore numbers that are closely associated with positions and just pick whatever number they want. I'm sure if Messi said I want to be 26, he'll become 26. Yeah, pretty much. Depends on who you are and who demands it. Or if nobody really cares, they might not have a number. At our level, it really don't matter. I got game. T69, but I hit the peanut leagues after this long break. God dang. God damn. I might do it, yeah. Actually. What do you think it would peak? No idea. I haven't thought about it. I haven't played in years, so that'd be terrible. Can you become semi-pro? I could become a pro if I wanted to. That's the way I do it. So I don't know. But I'm not committed to being amazing, so I don't know. So how much is the club to pay? I'm aware to some degree that semi-footballers can make a couple £100 a week, but I don't know the truth of semi-football contracts, semi-pro football contracts. I've never thought about that stuff, never have really. Where'd he go? What about to meet God? He shows the 69 beating everybody else. He actually chose wrong to fight narrative fanfiction. I couldn't have chose more right. I couldn't have chose more right. Now, football's great, but the love was just gone. The love was just gone. Just gone. And part of why it comes back is probably because of, as the phrase goes, distance makes the heart grow fonder, right? But I do think it's more than just looking back and being like, oh, I'd like to do that, but then I do it and I won't like it. Because I've played football a couple of times, quite a few times, since. And enjoyed it a lot. So I'm sure I'd enjoy it if I started competing again, but it's not the same as before. I would enjoy it a different way. Then you hate all the cunts who played. Not every single person I played with, but definitely the majority. The majority of people I played with or was in and around during training. My personality does not mix with the footballing crowd. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. I'm short-tempered and I'm not an NPC, so it's just I'm around the wrong crowd. They still there playing? I've no idea. All those people I was with in college, I've never seen again for years. I never bothered to look at them. Aside from like one dude who was a sound guy. Last time I remember he was playing semi-professional in the US and he was killing it. He might be a pro in the US by now, I don't know. I don't have a single friend from any of those spaces playing football. No. The people I hung around with that I was okay with. Aside from literally one guy, I'm not friends with today because I just haven't spoke to him, but I think I'd be alright. I wouldn't be like best mates with him, but I'd be okay with him solo. Everybody else though, like, wouldn't be friends with whatsoever, so I wouldn't care for them at all. I wouldn't really be bothered if they were dead. Some of them would be quite happy, to be fair, if they were. The best 40 goals when I intercepted a pass and hit it in. It was my own goal, but a goal nonetheless. Oh my god! I scored some crazy goals, to be fair. You'd have to be there to see them, but none of them I can claim were real. Well, there's like a few I've scored where like I genuinely did mean it. There was one I remember scoring. My dad always reminds me of this one, but literally I've like just passed the halfway line on the left side of the pitch. I'm left-footed, and I was played through on goal. I say through on goal. It wasn't even really that. I was like cleared. I'm miles away from the goal. I'm like 40 yards out easily. I'm only just gone past the halfway line, and I'm knackered. My legs are gone. The guy chasing me is catching me. He is just zipping at me, and I knew I couldn't outrun him. So I just hit it. And I did not think I was going to score, but I fucking like slammed it in the top right corner. It was an insane goal. But I cannot say I meant that. Like, I meant to shoot, don't get me fucking wrong. I meant to put it on target, but did I think I was going to score? Fucking no chance. I thought it would look better if I kicked the ball and tested the keeper and hopefully won a corner from that range, then carried on running with the ball and got tackled because I was too tired. But I scored. There was another goal I scored. I remember it was on my debut for a team I signed for, where a lot of people from my high school were playing. I think we either won the game 5-4 that day and I scored twice, or we drew 5-5 that day. But I scored twice that day. One of them was just a good finish from the edge of the box. I actually meant to do it. The other one, this lad who used to go to my school, it was a corner, and he ran in front of me to go up for the header, but he just completely missed the ball. And I kind of like, I didn't shirk out the way of the ball, because I'm not scared of the ball, but like, I thought he was going to head the ball. So I was just like, moving out the way. He missed the ball. The ball, I'm not even joking, it literally fell on the top of my head. Bounced off of my head. So it like, the corner was taken from the far side. It comes all the way over to the top, like over the top towards the far post. I'm past the right hand post at this point. It bounces off my head and just loops all the way over into the other side on the left hand side of the goal I scored. It's like the stupidest goal ever. I took it though. That was my debut. That was my first game. I scored 2 goals. I was too late on the pass that I tried to get so kick the ball in a weird angle. Just the top hole and arc and belly right in. I was genuinely impressed with him. I'm gonna Messi! Goal! No, I was the type of player where if you squared the ball to me 6 yards out, I'd put it over the bar. If you give me a one-on-one with the keeper, no defender, I'd miss the goal. But I could score, not often, don't get me wrong, but the goals I would score were always ridiculous goals. And I'd say often they were intentional, to be honest. Often they were not intentional. Sometimes they were, but more often than not. The goalie jumped, he went so high he couldn't catch it. Goes up on a looping range. I scored a goal like that. Not like that, but one where I chipped the goalkeeper. I was playing for the team I was playing for context. They were called, I don't know, they were called Stone Dominoes, right? The team that I played for. When I first started playing again, and my dad asked me who I want to play for, he kind of let me, even though I had no idea what I was getting myself into, he let me dig my own hole for myself, and he was most definitely testing me. By basically asking who I wanted to play for, and I was like, I want to play for the best team around, basically. Even though I couldn't fucking kick a ball straight. And Stone Dominoes was that team. And I went there, and probably just out of fucking sympathy or whatever, or maybe at least it could have, the only credibility I could possibly take is that they might have just at least recognised that I was willing to work hard, but I was just shit. So they were like, you know what, you can continue to train here. Years later, after playing for multiple teams, I went back to Stone Dominoes, and they actually signed me this time, although I didn't play much. That still wasn't great, but I improved enough to at least kind of be there or abouts. Still not like a starter, but getting closer, you know. And a lot of it was a confidence issue, really. If I was more confident, I definitely wouldn't have it. Still. I went back and I signed for them. There was one team we were playing. Now, granted, this team was shit. We were playing in a cup competition, and I think we beat them like 11-0. They were bad, right? But the goal I scored, and I'm not saying this was intentional because it was not, but I chipped the goalkeeper from like 30 yards, 35 yards, which was a while out. I saw him off his line. I went for it, but I didn't think I would score. But it was a pretty sick one. I also remember, fuck it, it's mad that this comes back to me. I got yelled at that game bad before I scored as well, because being part of that Stone Dominoes team, and obviously coming back after starting with them first, obviously I wanted to prove myself. That game in particular, I was losing the ball a shitload, because I was constantly trying to dribble with it and beat 2 or 3 players and do something. And I got pulled off as a sub, because in lower level football you can do roll on roll off subs where basically you can get subbed off and come back on as many times as the manager wants to do. Right? I got taken off and the manager was just fucking screaming at me, what the fuck are you doing? I deserved it though, because I was playing like a fucking idiot. Shit, it was on my own goal. I mean, goddamn, a goal's a goal though, man. I don't think I've ever scored an own goal. I guess that's one cap I can do. I don't think I've ever scored an own goal. How much contact there is in footy? Is it like hockey? They literally fucking fist fight each other. They definitely don't allow that, but the contact is very heavy. Particularly at lower level because the referees aren't professional. And in general, it's just... It's not pro stuff, so people are a lot more rough and... Yeah. I play in some very scrappy and dirty games. Fortunately, I've never broke a bone. Ever broke a bone playing football. I have administered and suffered some very heavy tackles playing football. And naturally, because the type of player I was, a tricky winger who was quick, I would face a lot more heavy challenges than I would give. But I was quick though, so you have to be careful with someone like me, because if you're prone to diving in and hitting hard, I don't mind getting hit, so I'll play for that. Like, if you're going to come after me, I can react quick enough to get around you. So you like shove someone like you're doing hockey? You can kind of shove, but you can't shove with open palms and like literally extending your elbows, but you can like sort of shove with your shoulder. This game's actually fucking broken. Can you like ram someone? No. Well, kind of. It depends on how the contact's initiated. Kind of. But not like it is in America. Play basketball, which as you know, doesn't have that much contact. Yeah, I get you. I'm sure it's a contact sport, but it's not that contact, you know. Yeah, I get what you mean. Contact team. Yeah, I've not played basketball at a high level. I've only ever played it like fucking college or at school, right? But football's definitely more intensive because I mean, there's very few breaks. You can get a lot of breaks in play if there's a lot of fouls and stuff, but sometimes you can go like 20 minutes, 15 minutes without a single break in play. And sometimes that's good because it's you keeping the ball. Sometimes it's not because it's you dogging around trying to get it. And I've been on the latter end many times, more often than I was on the former.
Get ready for the next battle.
But when I was fit, I was a road runner anyway, so I was not really bothered about that. Unfortunately, I was not born in 6'7". Did you have a six-pack? I did. I was pretty ripped when I was playing. Not like yoked, but I was very, very fit. Bro, please. Thank you fucking hell. Could you hoop? No. I was never interested in basketball either. I kind of went through a phase in my life where I was watching the NBA a bit, but basketball never really got me like that. I don't know if you remember, I'm good at running and jumping. Yeah, I could not hoop. I could not hoop. I could never dunk. That's never something. I never really practiced to try and dunk, but I definitely did. I can't jump that high. I could never jump that high. I probably could have come close, but I never could have come close. To do because you've got the hoop, you have to pay for it, so that's how it is, right? That's how it is when you're doing like the low level stuff and you're not like the semi-pro or whatever. There's certain restrictions and you can't do certain shit because somebody's got to fucking pay for the expense. Fuck. Fuck off. I almost fucked that off. So the outside ones are basically on steam beams, you know? Or steel beams. It doesn't matter if you do it. I like semi-dunk, but I didn't touch the rim, but I jumped high enough to put the motherfucking ball in. It's not a layup, but a dunk, you just don't hang on the rim, you know? No, I get you. Oh shit. I do hit you. You went for that. Oh shit, well that's what we're waiting for, I guess. He's gonna hit me. Let's go start freeze though, but it was a shooter. He's a shooter. Shoot. And the Steph Curry peanut leagues.
Round one. Fight.
Met her on the way to Chicago, where she was alone.
Me personally, it was the lack of contact I didn't like about it. Like, I guess it's just a different sport, it's a different way of playing in it. Like, I didn't like the fact that if somebody was really good at dribbling, I couldn't just fucking get on them a bit and take the ball off. You can foul so easily by swiping. Whereas in football, like, yeah, you can still foul quite, especially on quicker players for like trying to get the ball off them, but I feel like it's a lot harder to foul in football than it is in basketball for shit like that. Because contact can be a lot more forgiving. You can still kind of foul someone and get away with it a lot of the time. So long as the contact's not too egregious in football. One shot done, rising 4, rising 1 at least. Wrong one. Nope. No one. No. Oh fuck, I forgot. Made it. Fucking miles away when he starts pressing that fucking button.
Round 1.
空の心を照らすものはない叫び続ける光と行くまで Fall into the crowd 見え落ちてくあなたの空を絶対離れない Tell me the story まだ道の途中あなたを私は絶対諦めない
Finish that, Brian.
内緒だ何気ない君は愛情懐かしく
Hey ya!
いつでもあなたの声がするよ Underdog はワンダー丸道しても逃げるよりマシよ自分で自分を信じられなく
If you had an infinite amount of money, what would you buy?
悲劇にそんでかさせ Oh yeah 車につながるスパイアに落ちてく
don't really have any other answer than just shit I'm already buying, like books or games or... I guess anything that can make things more convenient as well, within reason. My own car would be nice. Ooh, fuck. Wait for that low. Give it me. I know he's going to do a punishable low at some point. Oh, fuck. No! About that villa in Italy, I'm going to hold it tween. I'm going to another country sometime. Can we change sceneries? A lot of people do see that. A lot of people do. Shit! That's what I wanted. Run away, bitch. Good. That's a mid. Fuck. Punish. Go for the wall. Just don't get hit by Brian, man, not Brian. No! I'm fucking dead. Go for a mid? Yeah. Fucking got away with that one. Nice fucking low parry, man. No. King Agent. Smack. Let's go. Hurrah! That's pretty cool. I don't know, maybe my audio experience hit it up. It might see me in Italy actually. Maybe. I want to live in a nice modern house in some beachfront property where in a country where it's all sunny, you know? So I moved to Leeds, UK. No fucking way, mate. Fucking Leeds? Are you having a fucking laugh, mate? Leeds? Oh, we do be liking the song. Oh, give me this. Oh, I see the notification. Yeah, there it is. There it is. I wonder what it was that triggered it.
Get ready for the next battle.
Wow, that is fucking perfect timing. I was actually about to say I'm out now because I just got one and done. I mean, I won, but I got one and done. Well, I'm back now, so... I obviously played something YouTube didn't fucking like. But you can suck my nuts. Do whatever the fuck I want. I wonder if it's the same songs that get the VOD blocked worldwide that make it do that, or if it's just fucking anything. Like if I just play music for too long, it's like, okay, chief, you've had your fun. Patience enough. There it is. Fucking hell. You got cooked mid-sentence is diabolical. Last time this happened, I didn't know it happened the first time. It happened like twice in one stream. I can't remember who told me. It might have been Rainy Days. I feel like it was someone told me. Shit. You think of what I said, by the way? What about the wanting to move country? I'll say yeah. A lot of people do seek such precious scenery. Oh shit! Itchy. Oh god, this is not good. I tried to parry that twice. I didn't think I can. Oh, come here, bitch. What about the audio experience popping up? Oh, I was saying, I hope it does. I hope it does. I want the homies to win. Wanna win, no matter what. Don't want it done, please. I want to learn how to play this. Thank you. It's the best Drake song. I wouldn't use the word best to describe it. I don't know. You pick any of them, to be honest. You pick any of them. Pick any of them. Passion fruit is pretty good. I mean, it's fair enough. I personally say it's just not egregiously bad. That'd be my way of describing it. Oh shit. Oh, fucking hell. You know the baby song you know Dirk where he calls the camera? I don't know what song that is. But the combination of Drake and Lil Durk is just an NPC dream. I couldn't imagine what type of dross, well I could imagine to be fair, what type of dross they could come out with. In the back. It's a laugh down cry later one. Oh, I have it actually. Years ago. I can't remember much about it. I remember the horns. Like, wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. But yeah, I mean that's unequivocally the best part of that song. Definitely nothing that makes 2 cents. Vital.